Marcus Willis said, you know, everyone's talking some breakdowns. One fight people really have been talking about, Errol Spence and Thurman. You've been in the ring with both of them. I got to get your insight on this potential fight.
Yeah, so being in the ring with both of them, I sparred many rounds with Keith. Me and Keith fought 3 times in the AMs. I think Keith is definitely a more versatile fighter. If he gets back to where he's consistent and fighting again, you know, I think he beats Errol. Errol is a great fighter, but he's a basic fighter. He's great at being basic. I think Keith gives way too many angles and like he's from the amateurs. Keith was nothing but a power puncher. When he transitioned to the pros, he became this elusive boxer. He's like it's just this awkward science that he has to his game now.
Gotcha.
And it's hard for anybody to touch him really. And then he's throwing from so many different angles. I think that that Keith will definitely give Errol problems. It'll be a good fight regardless. But I think Keith comes out on top.
Now you fought Errol and you said you beat Errol in the amateurs. And you said you're kind of surprised he got to where he's at now. Why do you think he's been able to get so far?
Man, he's been putting crazy amounts of work in, and he grew up. When I beat him, he was still a kid. When you turn into a grown man, that power comes with you. You know, you get a different kind of power. And most fighters from Texas can pop. Yeah. That's always been a known. Like those Texas fighters are thoroughbreds. So he got that grown man strength, and he comes forward all the time. So he breaks people down, and he has that. He's in hella shape to where he doesn't get tired, and he's just on your ass the whole fight.
Tell me about Thurman more. You're sparring with him, your fights with him. Tell me about those days.
The Thurman fights, the fights with him, I feel like I won all 3. The first fight was the only fight that I thought could have went his way. 2 fights after that, I definitely thought I won, along with a lot of other people. But sparring with him, it's even match, you know. And he's transitioned to a different kind of fighter in the pros, and it's always, you know, it's always exciting and tough sparring. Yeah. But it goes back and forth. It's always a good match.
But what happened with Thurman? Now he hasn't fought in a year and a half. You think he still has a hunger for the game? Why haven't we seen him?
With the injuries, with boxing and the kind of power that Keith brings, there's going to be a lot of injuries that comes with it. So he had to restore, and being a fighter, fighting with injuries, you know, all the time, I understand it. But it's kind of hard for that hunger to leave you. I know he's gotten married and everything, but he wouldn't still be doing it if he didn't want to do it. You know, I still think the hunger is still there.